Hello and welcome back to the First Hobbies. We are on stage 19, or volume 19, of the UN Spacey V1 VF-1 Valkyrie that Roy Folker from Macross flew before some time. But looks like we're going to be getting our upper parts of the wing to close it in. Yep, and we're gonna be closing that in, and we're gonna have to bring back our pieces from stage 17 and 16 and whatever to kind of close it in and get it all done. And yep, looks like we're gonna be adding on the end piece, and looks like we'll have a full entire wing, I should say, assembly. And I guess we'll be going through with the next one, probably doing the opposite. So it's going to be pretty repetitive again. But here we are, we're talking about the VF-1S version. We got Roy and we got Rick Hunter there talking about the stuff in that. And Rick just kind of got caught up into the whole fight in that, and then he ended up becoming a pilot once they got out into space. This looks like they're talking about different bombs and versions that come out of the side of the shoulder pads, and rockets firing in there. Which I don't know where they keep all that stuff, because it doesn't seem like that would be, even with all the transformations and stuff that they have. And back we're here to questions answering, and I need to really I'll try to take and do some of these later on here and see if we can get some of this figured out. But looks like they're talking about different things on the markings, and that is decals and stuff for, like, you know, different what I say, different countries in that, because they've got this one here, and I'm thinking this is, I don't think that's, that could be Chinese, China or Russia, and different ones here. Like I said, more people know more about all these things. Yep, that's pretty much what they're talking about. And there's a one that's got the Skull Squadron logo on it on the front there, with that, which is 002 or 200, and that. So, yep, that's a VF-84 right there. That's what that one is. But yep, looks like we're going to be going back to doing the other wing, making the pivot point again, and that, which will probably get bundled up again into another one with the other stages and that. So that's all there is to it. Alright, here we got stage 19 parts. We got a few pieces. Let's get them out of the package here, if we can. These are plastic and stuff, such. We got a few screws here. And we'll get this out of the way here. We will have to bring back our other pieces. So here is these pieces. We'll look at them a little bit here. It's got a few things. No step, no step, no step. I like that there are no decals we have to put on here. Warning hot air, no step, no step. Very nice printing on there, as it is. So, put them off to the side for a minute, and we'll bring this part back over here. And that, with our wing that wants to do all the crazy stuff. And what we are going to do is we are going to, let's see here, we're going to put this piece on right here. So we're going to get this down into here, like so. Let's get these open. I swear they use some good plastic on these ones. Man, some of these other ones are hard, easy to get open, and these ones are really hard to get open. And my fingers are being, look at this. Plastic is wanting to touch me. Does not want to let go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to put this over the top of that and make sure that we got that aligned like so. We're going to press this down just a little bit. Wanted to make sure that that's in there. So we get that down like that, and we're going to turn it over, and we're going to put one of these screws right here into this hole right here. That's what we're going to do, is put one of these in here. Get that down in there like that. So you got that all tight. Pulls that down in there. Now I don't think I needed any glue in that. Looks like it's fitting really well. Yep. Okay. So now we're going to do that, and then they want us to take and put this. They want to split this over, and they want us to bring these little pieces back here. And what we want is we want 77L. That's what that says. So we're looking for 77L, which is this one here in the middle. And I just had them here. And we'll cut this off as close as one of our sprue cutters. And it does have a little thing on there on the side that says, lets me put it on there. I don't know why I can't get this thing to focus. I've tried many times to get it to focus on there, and I just can't seem to find it. But anyways, I do what I can. I'm apologizing. So there's a little nipple right there, and we want to try to get that basically lined up that way. Now let's see, is that going to fall out of there? Yes. So I'm going to put just a touch of glue in there, just to kind of hold that in there, and hope to gosh we don't ever have to take this apart, which I don't think it will. Right in there. That in there. And we're going to put this here. Oh, now it doesn't want to fit in there. First time you went in there, fit fine. Now I don't. There we go. Okay. So there we got that part. Now they want us to take and put the other piece, or flip this back around here again. They want us to take this other piece, and we want to make sure we have all of these wires right here. I'll make sure that those are all kind of bundled down there, because we're going to kind of push them into this little spot right here. And so we're going to just get this started. We're going to put them over the top of this, that. Then we're going to bring this down. Come on. How'd you get up there? She snuck up there. Yeah. Okay. And there. And there. Okay, got that set up there. Now we'll bring this around. Hold that there. And bring that in there. Okay, there we go. Oops. Alright. So it looks like we got that and that right in there. So we're going to flip it back over here, and we're going to put the screw in this side here. Right in here, we're going to put one in. Put that in there first, and then sure we've got our wires here. We looks like we've got a lot of space here anyways. We just don't want to pinch them into this, in between those two things there and that. And so now we're going to flip it over and we're going to put a screw into this side here. One screw. I don't need two screws, I just need one. Come on, there we go. Oops, let me get it going here. Why are we not going in there? I swear there's no hole there. Almost. Very strange. Very strange. Let me look here again. We got that. Yep. Yep, they're telling us to put a screw in there. Okay. But she doesn't seem to want to go in there for some reason. And I'm a little bit apprehensive of why that doesn't want to go in there. Very strange, very strange, very strange. Did I put, you know what, peoples? I think I boo-booed in there. Are we glad we didn't put that in there? I wanted to make sure that this fits before I put that in there. I almost put that piece in first. The little thing in there. Had I locked it in, well, that would have been fun. Alright, let's take this back out here and see. Oh yes. See, there's your problem. There's your problem right there. It is that one. There's your problem right there. We were not supposed to put a screw in there. That's why. That's why. We're not supposed to put a screw in there. That's why. Alright. Let's see here. Yes. Yes. Maybe that's why I was having problems with it not seaming down here. Oops. Make sure we get them back in there. Alright. Now it seems to fit better. Alright. That's not the one we wanted. We just took out. Here we go. Now we go back here. Now we've got her. Now we got her. She's doing good now. We got her now. Sure we got all them figured out there. Okay. Go. I don't know if this is supposed to open up more or something eventually or something or other, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess we will find out when we get it to figuring it out. I'm almost apt to want to put a little bit of glue right there on that spot. But I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna just see what happens here when I get them back in there. Okay, you go back in there. Just make sure we got them all in that little channel there. Now let's try this. Well, there's your problem. Ain't got no gas in it. So you can see that leading edge right there is a little bit proud. I'm not sure. Kind of want to put some in there, but then I kind of afraid that if I do something like that, it may jeopardize it. I'll think about it. So, anyways, we got that done. And now we're going to take these pieces here that we've got, and we are going to put these on here. Now let's see. They have us just putting, yep, I just want to put these together here. So this puts down in this section here for the leading edge. And they aren't telling us to put any glue in here, as far as I know. Actually, they are. They are telling us to put some glue in there. Alright. Now, I don't know, it feels like it fits in there pretty good. I'm not going to pressure it. This one fits okay. I won't pressure that one either. Let's see about this here. Goes into that slot there. That one's kind of popping out. So, are we? Let me check something here. I want to check something before I do this. Okay. Alright. So we're down to that there. Yeah. We're gonna. That one's not gonna get any glue, but this one is. This one's not. This one is not playing. This one's not playing fair on me. Right now, while I'm watching this, I'm watching on the TV in the dark. I'm watching a Starlink launch about to go up, and that from Florida. Very interesting to watch times on that. So take this, we're gonna push them down into there like that. And like that. Hold it with the meat clamps a little bit. Make sure she stays down in there. Like so. And of course, why else? Super glue wants to say, hey, I'm just gonna sneak up here and get you in the hands. So we got that, and now we're gonna go back here and we gotta get these little boys here and that, and we're gonna cut these off the sprue. And let's see, this was, while I was watching this, it's Starlink 6-103. If anybody was interested in knowing which one I was having, but so we're going to take this and we're going to stick this over the top of these here, like so, which I think, let's go in a certain direction here. I want to say this one's going to go in here. She's not cooperating. Why are you not cooperating? It's a very tight. Now let's see here. They have these little nits on them, like these little triangles, and they didn't tell us to put these in beforehand. They told us to put these in after this was on. The fact. Ah, there she goes. There's one of them. Just needed to hold my I had to hold my tongue right. That's kind of talking about it right there. That's what we had to do. We just had to hold our tongue right, because there is no difference between this one and that one. It just says they're on the left side. So we're gonna put them right in turn it around. Let's try it that way. It's just a matter of getting it lined up, I think, with the little triangular notches that are in there on that side and that side. Looks like I'll go there. I think. Oh, almost. Why is that not? It's not sitting down straight. They are directional. They are directional. Alright. Oops. I almost lost it. And I saw another thing. So I cut these. This one's still got a little bit of a... There we go. There we go. That one's got a little bit. There we go. Alright. We shall be successful here at some point in time. They don't say pay attention to which direction that's got to go. They just say put it in here. Apologize for being not wanting to cooperate here. Otherwise, we make this video a little bit shorter if we get it in there. She doesn't want to. She does not want to fit with me. Let's try. Okay, let's take this one out. Try this one over here. I may have to glue these. I'm not sure. Oh, don't you run away. Still got one other thing to do. I got to put these little pieces in yet. But I thought, well, I'll get this done first. I'll be darned. She's just not wanting to cooperate on that little piece there. So I think I am going to have to take and put a little bit of glue, not that I wanna, on these to get them to stay right there. It does look a little longer than the other one, but I think that's the one that's going in here. Alright. They're deceiving. One could be longer than the other, but it doesn't look like it. And there. Oh. No. Oh, I know you guys are all laughing at me. They're all gonna laugh at you. Figures as much. These are actually being rather obnoxious to put in. Maybe the other side will be better. Well, I'm gonna pause the video for a minute and I will be right back. All right, I got it. I got that done, and I ended up putting a little bit of super glue right here to take and hold this one piece together. I did find out something. I think this has got a painting in there or some kind of other thing, but do not, if you buy this, do not use any zip kick or anything on it to take it and do anything. I ended up putting a little bit right here, and I hit the zip kicker, and it just kind of got a little bit there, and all of a sudden that whole thing went sticky on me, and it kind of messed it up. So I guess I got a little bit of battle damage right there on my my thing, if you can see that. Yeah, but those were very fiddly there on that. I hate super glue. I hate trying to use super glue on anything, or crazy glue, or whatever on anything. But anyways, we're gonna have to put these in here. This is 79. No, this is 70L. So we're gonna put 70L, which is this one right here, into there. So learn my lesson. Don't put zip kicker on this model. Kind of sucks that I have that. I'm just glad I didn't get it on like here or over here and stuff. It's not too noticeable in that, but when I get this, just oops. I'm going to try to put this one in without having to do that. Let's see here. Just ease it in there. Alright. Get a little bit turned to space each other like that. And oh, there. Don't need it in that one. Just not too happy about that. I don't know where the black came from, but that's what I was kind of like not too happy about. Yes. Just like I just did there. I hate super glue. See? I did another boo-boo right there. Unbelievable. I hate that. Well, let's see if we can get that off a little bit. Scrub it off so it ain't as noticeable. You won't notice it. You won't notice it too much because this is gonna be this is the bottom anyways. And that, but I'm just not thrilled that. And you put the minutest frickin' super glue on it, and it feels like it's like, oh yeah. So, I try not to do it. I try to keep my fingers away from things. That's not too bad. A little bit right there too. Must have been from that. Probably from this here when I put my finger there. That's how I found out that I had the stuff. See, I took the paint off. Didn't know that was painted, but I guess apparently these parts are plastic, but they are painted. So, interesting. But didn't know that, but now I do. So I will have to be very careful of that. So, there we go. Well, I got that one. This turned into a longer video than it really should have been. Lessons learned. That one. Is that gonna stay? No, that one's not gonna stay. Alright. I'm going to use the super glue. And I'm gonna very carefully put it, dab it in there. I'm gonna put this on there and I'm not gonna touch it. I get it in there and not touch it. There. Alright, so keep my fingers away from that. Anyways, there's that. Got the lights on. These are very not easy to put on there. I tried to get it so that the top was at least good, but these things are just not. They're just so fiddly. Getting them in there and that. I'm just never gonna buck it. And that, but yeah, and I got that, but there we go. There is one whole wing done, and the motor will turn these back and forth, up and down, I'm assuming, and that eventually. That doesn't sound too hot either. So we'll get that done and we'll get it figured out. I may end up having to take a little bit of a thing, and I'm trying not to touch that again, but looks like it may be. I may have to take a little bit of filing to take and make sure that's all right there. Oh, there we go. It just moved a little bit, so yeah, we're not gonna move the model too much, but anyways, there it is. There is the left wing done with some battle damage, I guess, or some skiffing. It's been in the atmosphere, I guess. So we will talk to you later. And so that is volume 19 done. Bye for now. Hey, if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. Just remember, like and subscribe for all my great substance. There you go. Catch you on the flip side.